there! June is here yet again, and it comes with a bunch of games vying for your attention. There's only a few big hitters this time around, which means it's the chance for free-to-play games to step up to fill the void. We can only begin today if you've written a terrible dad joke in the comments below. You done it? Okay, we can begin. Arguably the biggest game releasing in June is The Quarry, a survival horror outing which is like playing through your own interactive movie. If you've played the sublime Until Dawn in 2015 or the less impressive Dark Pictures anthology over the last year or two, you'll know exactly what to expect from Supermassive Games and their next pant-wettingly scary outing. The Quarry tasks us with controlling 9 teenagers who must survive their final night as camp counselors at Hackett's Quarry. Each decision we make changes the scenario and branches the gameplay in unknown ways and affects all the other characters. We are told all 9 of the campers have around 12 different ways to meet their end. We're also told we should be trying to get them through this alive, but what's the fun in that? If you like 80s cheesy horror flicks, The Quarry is the perfect game for you. If you do have the guts to play it, look out for The Quarry on June 10th on PS4, PS5, all the Xboxes and PC. Oh, and coming a little later on July 8th is an online multiplayer mode which lets everyone vote to see what happens next. Perfect if you're terrible at making decisions. At the other end of the spectrum is Sonic Origins. After the amazing success of Sonic Mania and the recent Sonic the Hedgehog movies, we now have Origins, effectively a remaster of the first 4 Sonic titles from 1991 to 1994. Sega see this new audience brought in by the movies and thought, hey, let's sell them all the games all over again. Origins is a 2D side-scrolling platformer and has the usual upgrades you see when 90s games are re-released, including an increased frame count, which really helps during frantic scenes, and an engine tweak. It's actually running on the retro engine used for Sonic Mania. Additional animations have been created just for this game, and there's even the OG 4:3 aspect ratio for people who were alive before widescreen TVs. The classic mode also has the same difficulty level as back in the 1990s. So if you'd like to relive the days when Sonic was a legit threat to Nintendo and Mario, then grab Origins on June 23rd on PlayStation, Xbox, PC and Switch. Okay, let's go through some free stuff. Free games that need you to stay alive. Let's start with one which is going free on June the 1st. Knockout City. Remember talking about this one before? We spoke about this about a year ago and I did say the game would die without a free-to-play audience, and now it's finally here. This may be too little too late. Knockout City is Dodgeball, the game, running around on the streets and the rooftops, trying to smash a rubber ball into other players. Of course there's more to it than that, with moves to master and a reliance on timing. Dodging and catching the ball are key skills like you'd expect, but if you lack ability just like me, you can get brutal instead. I mean it, get physical. Different inputs affect the ball differently, like a moon ball which lets us jump higher, and bomb ball which explodes. And if you cannot find a ball, become it and let a teammate throw you instead. Customization is the draw to keep playing, with Battle Pass style incentives. After being on PS Plus and Game Pass, this is Knockout City's final chance to survive. So if you don't want Knockout City to be yet another dead game, June the 1st on pretty much every platform: Switch, PlayStations, Xboxes and the PC. Now we have a free game which is already out. Roller Champions released on May 25th. Another extreme sports game with a weaponized ball. Roller Champions has a very simple premise. Grab a ball, throw it through a hoop. Simple, right? One of the big plus points about Roller Champions is all about aggression. When you do not have the ball, you can hurt the opposition anywhere you can to make them drop the ball. It's a full contact sport. There's a really cool risk-reward element of Roller Champions. Every successful lap of the course your team completes while holding the ball means the next goal will be worth an additional point. So do you continue lapping to win big, or do you bank your shot and get the points on the board as quick as possible? This also means one play can bring you back into a game regardless of scoreline. There's something about this which is quite addicting. And just like Knockout City, customization is the appeal. Right now there are limited edition skins to unlock for playing during the first few days or weeks. Since we last spoke about this, a practice mode has been added to the game, so you can get a little bit better before you're thrown in at the deep end. Roller Champions is out right now on PlayStation, Xbox and PC. And now, another free game which began life as a full price title. Fall Guys. Remember this when it released during lockdown? What a game it was, and on June 21st it's going free to play and on a ton of platforms. PlayStation, Xbox, Switch and PC, all for free, all with full crossplay support. If you've been living under a rock, Fall Guys is a battle royale mixed with a TV show like Total Wipeout. Each level, more contestants are left behind, because there can be only one winner. The rounds are a mixture of solo and team-based mini-games, from avoiding climbing slime to catching a penguin. They are so random. You may have moved on from this title, but with Xbox and Switch joining the party, it's a great time to go back to it. June 21st also sees the next-gen versions of Fall Guys released too. A dedicated PS5 version is confirmed. Fall Guys is now owned and backed by Fortnite demigods Epic Games, who have already showed us a new creative mode is coming, which will let us build our own courses and play them with friends. The battle passes are confirmed to remain, allowing us to unlock new cosmetics, but these will have two different versions now, a free tier like the good old days and a new premium tier. If you're OG by the way, you will get the first one totally free. New courses have been added regularly and more are coming when this goes free to play on June 21st. I think I'm gonna go back. Okay, that's the big games and the free games out of the way, but here are some other premium games you may have missed. Check out Madison. 4 years ago, a demo released which scared the pants off us. A first-person horror game inspired by the sublime Silent Hills. That game never made it to a final release, but at last Madison has. On June 24th, we'll be living through some hardcore psychological drama. Being so scared, we can't turn around for fear of what could be waiting for us. We wake up locked in a room and must perform a ritual to progress. With intense puzzles to solve and the constant threat of the unknown, Madison could be a huge horror title. But if you're scared like me, we can watch Markiplier play instead. Madison releases on June 24th on PS4, PS5, the Xboxes, PC, and not even the Switch players can escape this one. Madison is on Switch. Dare you try it. Here's another really interesting game, an indie game. It's called SILT. You wake up on the ocean floor with no idea what's going on. You swim around the silhouetted world, solving puzzles, trying to understand why you are here. We have the ability to possess fish and other sea creatures to navigate through the world. SILT echoes the monosyllabic worlds of games like Outside and Limbo. The desire to understand the world you find yourself in keeps pulling you forward, even though there is no dialogue to help interpret the information you receive. The further we press on, the more warped the abyss becomes, leading to Goliaths, deadly creatures like no other. SILT releases on June 1st on PS4, PS5, Xbox One and Series S and X, PC and Switch. If you're a fan of 2D fighters, you should keep an eye on Capcom Fighting Collection. 10 classic fighters from history are all brought together into one game. Street Fighter may be the headline act, but many of the precursors that made Street Fighter 2 the marquee title it is are here. Additional content includes Puzzle Fighter, a game mode which combined combat with Tetris levels of puzzle addiction. Fans of fighting games will get a kick out of all the extras, including artwork and renowned music tracks. I know it's not one for everyone, but definitely this will be appealing to fans of fighters over the ages. And there's an online multiplayer mode, which will be the place to find the best of the best. Capcom Fighting Collection hits you in the face on June 24th on PlayStation, Xbox, PC and Switch. So that's it, a mixed bag of AAA, indie and a butt ton of free-to-play games. What you playing this month? I reckon I'll see you all on Fall Guys. Am I right? I'm Adam, you're awesome. Be sure to leave a dad joke and I'll see you next time.